Hello, everybody. I'm Velma, and I'm here with Jenny. And Sandy is also here live with us. And you're here in our hearts with us, no matter if you're listening to the replay. Today, our TAT session is going to be about courage. It's going to be about staying grounded and staying centered when you get bad news, wonky news, scary news, something that just throws you off. So we're gonna do that. Jenny, do you have some things that are in the bundle already?
I do, yeah. So first, I just want to share. I picked the angel Serviel, which is the angel of courage, and so standing strong is kind of my idea of this angel. When no matter what, you stand strong, you stay grounded, and you don't switch weapons. Like you have your same. You have your same things that you're doing, even if you get different news. So, and then I also got Galgiel, which is can you say that? Galgiel.
Closer to the screen.
Galgiel, blah, blah, blah. How do you say that, Angel?
Galgaleo is how
Galgiel. Okay. So this is the energy of vibration. And whenever you hear people talk that have gone through things, they definitely get an awakening and awareness that moves them up kind of in their spirituality or maybe just the way they see the world. It doesn't even have to be called spirituality. Just all of a sudden you're seeing the forest for the trees. And that is what a lot of people consider raising your vibration. I think the more we raise our vibration, the less illness is allowed in ourselves. So as we stand strong, no matter what news we get, I think it's important to always keep moving forward, staying that, keep seeing the big picture, not getting stuck in the small stuff, I guess is the easiest way to say it. Mm-hmm. So for me, all of the news, for me, the fact that things have become political when it's really about our health is really bothering me. And I want to put that in the bundle. I have a lot of resentment towards using fear to control us and using fear over science and over things that are actually working. And I really am angry about the fact that we can't trust what we hear on the news. We can't trust articles from sources that used to be credible. I just really don't feel like, like that's okay. And then of course I got a cold and I got panicked that I had COVID-19 in the middle of this. And so I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't mean anything. It just means I have to do what I was doing before to stay well and stay balanced and stay grounded and connect to God and all the things that you do. And so I want to put that fear in the bundle. I want to put any anger from miscommunication, misinformation, all of that stuff that I feel like is global right now. And people using it for opportunities to, make money or do something, get power. And then, so I guess that's kind of global, not really about me, but it's affecting me. And then when it comes to the breast cancer part of my healing, I'm still struggling with lymphedema, and I want to put that in the bundle. And I'm still, I think I'm strong. And then if there's a pain, like I've had pain, right here or something like that, then I'll go in a panic. And so I want to put all of that like in the bundle, fear of recurrence is just always going to be in the bundle, I feel like, until it's completely gone, which might not be for a while for me. That's all I have.
It's really good. Sandy, is there anything you want to include in this bundle?
I think for me, fear is a big thing too. I want to include fear and anxiety. I think more fear anxieties of the future, which I try not to think about, but it feels like my life has come to a stop, and I need to start moving on, and I'm finding it very hard to go back to my normal life. And my daughter is having a lot of, as she grows, she is going to turn 12 soon, and she's having a lot of lot of issues with behaviors, like she's is having some challenging behavior. As her schedule has changed, it has become even more. So I would like to put that in the bundle. Most days I handle it pretty well, but I find like I'm starting to panic more about her future as she grows up. And I used to have respite care over the weekends and everything. So now all of that is gone. My village is gone that helped me care for my daughter. So the overwhelming feeling that I have. So definitely I want to put that in the bundle. But I'm not feeling fearful of COVID-19 because somehow it feels like it's a scam. Like it doesn't feel real.
It does, doesn't it? I feel like
Yeah.
we're being lied to.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my anger. That's where I have that anger. I want to put it in the bundle. I feel like we're being lied to. I feel like we're being used for something. Although
Yeah.
I am very, and I pray for the people that are sick and hope they get better. And I know it's a terrible illness.
Yeah. But I do feel that they need to tell everybody, take care of your health. That is the most important thing. Don't stress out. Eat your vitamins. Like nobody's talking about health. So that's my biggest anger too, because this is the time where we could really take our health seriously and do all that it needs and change our mindsets of eating healthy, not being stressful, and simplifying our lives. But nobody's talking about that, at least not the ones that you hear in media.
Well, because it's being politicized instead of what you would want to hear is like, how do we get healthier? How do we, and putting people in their houses and telling them they can't go out is causing stress, and stress causes illness. So to me, it's counterintuitive, and it's, if we wash our hands anymore, we won't have any fingerprints, but that doesn't mean we won't get COVID. It's just like,
Yeah.
Can't be the only thing. Can't be the only thing. But I don't want to make this whole thing about that. But globally right now, it's just in our faces, and it is causing me anger and resentment, because I do feel like we're being, they don't really know what's going on. So they're just guessing, which is kind of how it felt at the beginning of my cancer treatment too. It's like they know some stuff, but they don't know everything. And that's why they're being so rigid, because they don't really know. Mm-hmm. And so when you have that knowing of like, okay, these people are the ones that are supposed to make everything okay, and they don't have a clue. They don't have enough of a clue to really make it better. Is scary. So that goes in the bundle too for me.
Yeah, but I do find that nature is healing. I have never heard so many birds in the morning that I hear now. So I'm making a point to go out like first thing in the morning and listen to the birds, and I'm amazed. I'm really amazed that the nature is coming out.
Yeah, well, here it's spring, and it's always, the birds are so loud in the morning in spring, and you're right, they're especially loud right now, and the flowers are out, and it's really like, Easter. It's a Holy Thursday, if you're Catholic, a time where we celebrate, the first Eucharist and all that. So it should be a joyful day, right?
Yes.
All righty. So it seems that no matter what the life circumstance is, whether it's a breast cancer diagnosis or a COVID-19 virus, it doesn't matter. All of the same feelings, the same emotions are coming up. Fear, panic, recurrence, anxiety, overwhelm, anger, misinformation. All of those across the board it's just a different outlet for those emotions. This particular one, as big and as global as breast cancer is, this pandemic is even more global and out in the open, and where it came from, all that stuff is beyond the purpose of this session. But the the global magnitude of it is front and center. So it is serving as a trigger or as a mirror for us to deal with, to heal, to bring to light those feelings, those emotions, because that's what's stuck in our cells. And so this session today is going to be about getting bad news in your diagnosis or from anywhere for any purpose. It's bad news and it throws you off and it worries you, and all those feelings can come up. Those emotions can come up. And what we want to do is clear those out of the way so that when things do happen out of the blue, we're grounded. Okay. Freak out moment for a minute. All right, now, bring it all back in and have all parts of yourself together in one place in this vessel to handle whatever situation is happening. Because whether we're a mother or sister, husband, wife, child, daughter, son, doesn't matter. It rips us apart when we get some news. And sometimes it does. It brings us to our knees, and literally and figuratively. And so clearing away all of these emotions for the purpose of becoming a clear vessel so that we can be grounded, we can be a foundation, we can be our spiritual selves, and not wavering back and forth, like Jenny was saying, using our same weapon, the weapon of truth, the weapon of courage, the weapon of courage, and that same weapon, that groundedness and the courage and faith and trust and strength and knowing and truth. All of those are who we are. And being able to be at peace, peace of mind is a tremendous force of stability. Because no matter what, if in your mind you're still calm as possible, clear to think, clear to this versus that treatment, this versus that doctor, this versus that, whatever route, all this information you're being given, you're more easily able to discern what's best for you. Your intuition will be clearer when you're grounded and when you have that foundation that no matter what's happening, you can definitely discern and feel more clearly, to hear or know or see more clearly what you need to do. Each person has their own body's necessity or path to heal, and they're not all exactly the same. Although medicine, science, research says these is what we do for this. And a body is different, and some bodies may react differently. So for you to be not on high alert, not on fear and panic all the time, not coming from there, but coming from groundedness, centeredness, from courage, from clarity, from intuition, from discernment. You're able to sort through all of the information they give you and throw away what you know good and well, that is so not what I'm going to do. Throw it away, and that way, kind of like the ice cream cone, we're starting out with a lot of options. And then as you come down in your treatment and your conversations and your own knowledge with your doctor, then you come down to the point of your treatment plan that works best for you. And so that's why we do these sessions, and that's to support you from the get-go and beyond, all the way through, no matter where you are on this journey, whether you've just received your diagnosis or whether you've been declared cancer-free and you're now on the opposite end of it, no treatment, you're back to full-time life and all is well. No matter where you are on that spectrum, these sessions certainly help to clear and keep you grounded and keep you in that space to be able to discern what's best for you in any given point of your life. So we have a wonderful bundle. And Jenny or Sandy, is there anything else that you want to add to the bundle that came up?
I
Oh,
have, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I do want to add one more thing. Because ever since I started tamoxifen, I can't remember things, and that makes me so crazy. Like right now, I forgot both of your names, and I can't remember it. Like, it's just so crazy that all of a sudden I forget names. So I want to put that in the bundle because that makes me really fearful that all of a sudden I just can't remember things, and it's so overwhelming to just forget. And I have to be on tamoxifen for 10 years, and I don't know how that would go on with my forgetting things right now.
Not only do I forget nouns, which it's called aphasia, because I used to work with stroke patients, I say the wrong words for things. So
Yeah, me
I'll
too.
hand me that, glass, and it's not, it's a pencil. And my daughter will just look at me like, what? Why are you saying that? So that's kind of scary. So yeah, that's a good bundle item for sure. The other thing I wanted to put in, I was reading Caroline Miss's book, How to Claim Your Health. That's not what it's called. Why People Don't Heal and How They Can Heal. And she was talking about how all illness, we believe all this spiritual stuff, and even Louise Hay, that all illness is the result of negativity. And if we have an illness, then we are somehow in the wrong, and for me, it comes up as like embarrassment. So I was like this health nut. I would always, eat lots of greens. It was kind of like I was a vegetarian, all this stuff. And then I got sick, and it's like, okay, so it was embarrassing. And so I want to put any negativity caused by shame or guilt that has to do with that, where I do believe that we store illness and or negativity in our bodies and our cells, and it can cause illness. So obviously I'm feeling like I did this to myself. I want to take responsibility and feel empowered. I don't want to feel guilt and embarrassed, especially certain people. I notice it's worse with certain people that I'm a little bit embarrassed if, like, they're very successful and they're very healthy, and they, like, I don't want them to know, or it seems more embarrassing that I got sick in front of those people. And I notice that because my close friends, I don't feel that way with, but like Facebook friends that I haven't seen since high school, or, it's like this weird leftover feeling I just want to put in the bundle. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else, but I was really healthy. I worked out and all this stuff. And so now it's like embarrassing. I must have not really been healthy. Not really been doing healthy things.
We're going to put that belief in there too. And the judgment, because if that's what you think they're thinking, that's a judgment. And so we're going to put that into the bundle too. So any judgments we have about the situation we're in, where it came from, how it started, did we cause it, all of the judgments, and what other people will assume or think about what's going on with us.
Well, part of taking responsibility can be, that feeling of that you did it to yourself. So.
Yeah, and from healing that part and clearing all those beliefs out, then truly comes the actual responsibility. Standing with your doctors, with your care team. I have a part in my plan. God's filling me with info too. And so we want everyone on the same page. So you, your doctor, all the test people, all the nurses, all the caregivers, everywhere, the pharmacists, everybody. We want them all on the same page. And you are an equal to them. You have your information. Your body, they don't have a clue. They know what research says about these people that were tested and what happens. Your body, you are the most person about your body than anybody else. And the more clear you are by doing this work, the much more information you'll be able to give them, and you'll be standing in your truth. It's like, I know what your statistics say, but here's what's going on in my body.
Mhm.
My body.
I was watching an interview with this, I think his name was Dr. Robert Barron. He's a nutritional guy. And he was saying, you're not your doctor's employee. You don't do what they say. They're your coach, and you take their advice and move forward with their advice and their medicine. They're not in charge of you in the way that like a boss would be in charge of an employee. And if they have that attitude, they need to be corrected. So I like that thinking, because it's like some people do have that feeling like, okay, they're in charge of me, they're in charge of my health, they're in charge of this, and I can't tell them that there's too much Taxotere, it's burning me, lower it. You know, you have to be able to say those types of things.
Exactly. And some people in their treatment, whether it's for breast cancer or any other cancer, any other illness, some people need that and want that. Tell me what to do and I'll do it. They don't really think, they don't go research, they don't need to, they don't want to, whatever. But their journey is different. They're 100%, I'm all in. Whatever the doctor says, I'm doing it. Don't need to know anymore.
There is some freedom in not Googling things, so, because Googling can be very scary. We just heard Nicole about that, where she got a little panicked because she went ahead and there's all these calculators saying whether you're going to live or not in 10 years. And it's just percentages. It's not you.
Right. And it's not your truth. Doesn't have to be. It's just whatever those statistics said. And for you to be an equal partner in your wellness journey, back to wellness and wholeness, that's where we're going. We're getting all this stuff out of the way to be whole, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, whole again, and without all these other things. And so for you to be a full partner with your care team is the goal of what we do here. So
on the I Know Choose, it kind of sounds babyish, but my kids used to do yoga, and they always would start with some breathing, and they would go into mountain pose and lift their arms straight up, and they would say, I am a mountain, strong and steady. For whatever comes, I am ready. So if there's like an adult version of that, or I can add that in.
I Now Choose. Yeah.
If you're standing tall and you say that as a mountain, like when you breathe it in, or any type of power stance, you can stand like Wonder Woman. You can do the V for victory, and just say, I'm a mountain, strong and steady. For whatever comes, I am ready. I want to add that into the I Now Choose, even though it's a little bit silly.
It's not. It is so cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And my kids used to say it when they were little.
Yay.
Because I do feel like that's kind of the anti of like letting new information sway you and steal your joy and freak you out and let the media make you angry and all that. So that's the I Now Choose. And then I can still read the lymph for lymphedema. I am now totally centered in the love and joy of being alive. I flow with life. Peace of mind is mine. I could read that one as well.
Yep. Awesome. All right, we ready? So with our bundle in mind, let's center and ground ourselves. Hand on your heart, eyes closed, and take a deep breath in. And breathe in love. And breathe out light. Breathe in love. And breathe out light. Breathe in love. And breathe out light. We set the intention that this healing you are about to receive will benefit each of us individually and as a group, presently and on every replay. It will benefit you physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, economically. It will benefit your past, your present, and your future. We set the intention and offer this healing to anyone, to everyone who could benefit from this session. And we also set the intention that everything that's in this bundle is ready to be released and transmuted and transformed. And we also intend that if there's something individually today or whenever you're listening that needs to be included in this bundle, that it's automatically there, that it is included, whether you consciously speak it or write it or not. And we set the intention that this healing will be gentle and easy and kind to your body, mind, and spirit. And another deep breath in, breathing in courage, breathing out light, breathing in love, and breathing out courage. And let's go into the pose. Thumb and ring finger on the tear ducts and the tall finger at the third eye. And the other hand behind your head, cradling. And place your attention on this statement. Everything in this bundle is happening. And hold that pose until you feel a shift, a yawn, a sigh, a release, a softening. Okay, and take a deep breath in. Breathing in love, breathing out light. And let's go in the pose and place your attention on everything in this bundle is happening. And even though everything in this bundle is happening, I'm okay. I can relax. And I no longer have a need or a desire to resonate, identify, vibrate, or connect with any of this. Okay, let's check in. Jenny, anything extra come up, or how are you through those two?
I almost feel like giggly, like bubbly, like it's a good energy today.
Yay. That's good. That's good, 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 good. All right, Sandy, how about you, darling?
I think at the end I felt like my mind was no longer preoccupied with all the thoughts of past and fear, and I also felt like I'm here right now, and everything is well.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's go on to the I now choose, the last step, and place our attention on I now choose. I now choose to resonate, identify, vibrate, and connect with courage and freedom and stability and strength and inner strength, with knowing, with my truth, with clarity, with vision, with equality, with peace, with health, with wellness, with vibrancy, with light, with love, peace and calm, ease and grace. And Jenny, would you add?
Sure. I feel like we should say partnership as well. For some reason, there feels like
Yeah.
there's a unity that comes from
Yes.
that where we're not alone. We're partnering with others to get better and get well, and partnering with God. Okay, so let me say the lymphedema one. I am now totally centered in the love and joy of being alive. I flow with life. Peace of mind is mine. I am a mountain, strong and steady. For whatever comes, I am ready.
Good. Um, all right, check in. How are you now, Jenny, with the whole thing?
More bubbles, but now they're burps.
The burps, yay.
Things get weird in weird ways.
Yeah,
Yawning, burping, breathing,
yes. Mm-hmm.
pushing
Mm-hmm.
forward.
It's the release. It's the release and it's movement. It's just, yeah, what's bubbling up, you know, it reminds me of champagne, all the stuff that's coming up to the top and floating. And then you have this wonderful sparkle. Cool. And Sandy, how about you? How are you feeling?
Um, I felt like when Jenny said at the end, I'm a mountain strong and steady. I felt like my whole being saying yes and then resonating with whatever you had said earlier. So I felt really happy. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Me too. I love that. I'm going to share that with my daughter too. Not the whole thing, I don't think, not quite yet. But it says, I am a mountain. Is that right? I am a mountain.
I'm a mountain, strong and steady. For whatever comes, I am ready. So the wind can't blow the mountains over, right? Little stuff can blow around on the mountain, but.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm a mountain, strong and steady. For whatever comes, I am ready. Yes. And that's a huge, with the angel, with courage, you know, to be able to be that mountain and not be swayed by somebody's thought, but to be that mountain, strong and steady, no matter what, you know, in all of this, strong and steady. I love it. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, babies. And I'm sure you taught them, so thank you for teaching them. I would imagine. Okay. Anything else before we go?
No, I just want to thank all the new members. There's a few new members. I'm having trouble tagging people. So if you're watching the video and you joined because you wanted to hear like one of the book reviews or something like that, just let me know and I will actually just message you the link or have someone else tag you because my Facebook is being wonky and I can't do it. So, and
about that one thing I realized, because I was having the same issue trying to tag people in our group and in my other group, and I couldn't, and do it on my cell phone. When I go into Facebook and I go into our group here, and I can tag everybody.
oh, okay.
So just a FYI, you could do it there. Oh, well, at least I could. Hopefully you can too. Until they get whatever wonkiness out and sorted whenever they get.
I just want to let you guys know that if you wanted to share some of the book reviews with people that are not in the group, either put them in the group or go ahead and search YouTube for hashtag Hope, Love, and TAT, and you'll see the book reviews are in there. I do not post any of the tats where people are on them. I don't post anything that's private on YouTube. I just post the book reviews, the interviews, and there is a tapping for strength on there. And our friend Eugenia is on there. She doesn't care. So she has her own YouTube. She doesn't care if she's on YouTube. So I did ask her. But just to let you guys know, if you did want to share any of that information, I actually listened to the anti-cancer one. More than, sometimes when I have a question, I can't remember, like, okay, how much protein are you supposed to eat when you're doing chemo or rads, or, that I'm going to tell somebody. So it's a good reference if you aren't buying the book. But that's on YouTube if you want to send it to other people, but you don't want to add them to the group.
Good. So let's end this session with a prayer of gratitude. Hands on your heart, eyes closed. Breathing in love and breathing out light. Breathing in thankfulness and breathing out love. We thank you, God, Holy Spirit, Jesus, Mother Mary, all of the angels, all beings of love and light who were with us today and who will be with us all throughout the day. We thank you all for teaching us, for holding this space of safety and healing and clarity and peace. Thank you so much for taking all of the stuff that we put into the bundle and transforming all of that into more love and light, peace and comfort, ease and grace. We thank you for your support ongoing. We thank you for your healing. We love you and adore you with all of our hearts. Thank you, and be with each of us 24/7. Surround us with your love, your protection, your highest vibration of safety, of love and light and joy and happiness. 360 degrees around us. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
All righty, my friends. I love you all. And we'll see you next week. Jenny, I want to confirm, are we doing 10 a.m. Eastern or 11 Eastern?
I thought it was 11. I'll go back and then post it.
Okay. Okay.
And post it again.
I got here early and my calendar said 9 my time, which would be 10 your time Eastern. And then I looked at the invitation and it was 10, I think.
Okay.
So, your time, 10 your time. No, 11 your time, which would be 10 my time. Anyway, I had it mixed up. So just let's make sure we're doing it every week, the same week, and I'll make my calendars.
Okay, I'll send invitations out again and I'll post it again.
Okay, I need to update my calendar, I'm sure.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a great day.